Hey everyone, we got a new hack of the week. GoDaddy source code stolen by hackers. Stan here from Stan's Garage, bringing you everything you need to know for successful IT business management. In today's video, I'm going to be discussing the recent breach that took place at GoDaddy, one of the largest web registrars in the world, really. So according to reports, GoDaddy was compromised, breached, hacked, however you want to phrase it, and the hackers stole source code and installed malware in a multi-year breach. This is certainly concerning, and in this video, we're going to go over what happened, the potential impacts of this breach, and what you can do to protect yourself, particularly for you GoDaddy customers out there. So, a little bit of background about GoDaddy for those of you who aren't familiar. They got pretty popular with some racy Super Bowl ads a few years ago, so they're pretty well known publicly. But you know, in essence, GoDaddy is a web hosting company that also does domain registrations, probably what they do best. Website hosting, a lot of basic websites and other services along those lines, and everything related in between. Effectively, it is one of the largest web hosting companies in the world, as I've mentioned. And they have millions of customers. And unfortunately, it's again become the target of a serious cyber attack. So what happened? Well, according to reports, the hackers gained access to GoDaddy servers and were able to steal the company's source code, the files that tell that website how to run and everything that happens on the back end, right? Source code is effectively all the programming on the backside that makes up their software and could be incredibly valuable. With that source code in hand, hackers can learn how a company's software works and potentially find vulnerabilities to exploit, right? Now, we're not saying anything was compromised as of yet, but on top of stealing the source code, there was apparent malware installed on some of GoDaddy's servers. So this is malicious software, could potentially be stealing data, spy on users, or even take control of a remote computer, right? At this point, it's not really clear what the hackers did with the malware or if they were able to steal any data, but the potential for harm is certainly there. Talking to you specifically, GoDaddy customers. Think about your passwords and security measures on the GoDaddy site. Any of that stuff could potentially have been compromised. So what is the impact of this breach? Well, first of all, GoDaddy's source code is now in the hands of those bad actors. That means they have the ability to study it, go through it with a fine-tooth comb, find some vulnerabilities, and potentially exploit them. Now, GoDaddy, hopefully, is doing their due diligence at this point and finding those vulnerabilities themselves, patching those exploits internally before they can be a problem. But as of now, this could still lead to further attacks down the line. Additionally, the malware that was installed on GoDaddy's servers could have compromised user data. That's right, GoDaddy customers, I'm talking to you again. The hackers were able to access sensitive information like usernames, passwords, payment information, or other personally identifying information that could have serious consequences for GoDaddy's customers. So, how can you protect yourself? So what should you do if you're a GoDaddy customer? Well, I have a few things I would like to recommend. Now, first, make sure you're using a strong, unique password for this and effectively all your accounts. A password manager will go a long way. I've done a few videos on that. There's tons of information out there. If you want more information on password managers, please feel free to message me. I am happy to share what I know and help get you set up. If your GoDaddy password is the same as your password for other accounts, change it to GoDaddy, change it everywhere else. Secondly, enable that two-factor authentication on your GoDaddy account. GoDaddy is pretty good about flagging accounts that are logging in from an unusual spot, but it's not going to happen every single time. Put in that authenticator, just add that extra layer of security, ideally with a one-time password authenticator app. It's going to make it really difficult for someone to get into your account, even if they have your password. And then finally, keep an eye out for suspicious activity on your GoDaddy account. If you notice anything unusual, like changes to your account information or unexpected charges, access from weird places, just report it to GoDaddy right away and implement those strong password and two-factor authentication like I'd mentioned. Maybe even change some of your card numbers that you use there. This GoDaddy breach is certainly concerning. But as I mentioned, there are some great steps you can take to protect yourself. Use those strong passwords, enable that MFA, and keep monitoring your account. And you're doing everything you can to keep yourself safe here in the digital age. I'm going to keep an eye on this situation, and if any new information relevant becomes available, I will certainly send it out to all you guys watching. So as always, I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. Do you use GoDaddy personally? Have you experienced anything unusual with your accounts? Would love to hear about it in the comments below. And if you are interested in any kind of advice in helping you protect your business from a network or security breach, feel free to schedule a time with me via the Calendly link in the show notes below. And let's create a roadmap to set your business up for growth and success. Again, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I will catch you on the next one. All right.